Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're coping in this heat. It's a bit much, isn't it? It'd be nice. I mean, it's nice when it's sunny. When you do, I don't mind it being nice and sunny, but if it's too hot, like you go outside and your skin starts to melt off your face, that's a bit too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope you're coping wherever you are. I mean, some of you probably don't have the heat wave, but yeah. So, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today we're going to be paying. Oh, so yeah, hence, don't worry, you won't see anything past below the net. You know, it's just that it is. I've got fans flapping about. I've got all kinds. It's hotter than the planet. It's nearly like doing a video on Mercury or the atmosphere. I'm exaggerating, but anyway. So we're paying a visit to Mind Junkie. Yes, Mind Junkie. Yes, that's a good channel, Brian. Yes. 10 scary ghost videos caught on camera, hidden in plain sight. Ew, sounds rather intriguing, doesn't it? Yes. So, without further ado, let's do this. Oh, it's so hot in here as well. I actually put a bottle of water in the fridge, so I can pour myself a brew. I know it's a bit mental to have a hot climate, but I do like my coffee, hot coffee. Yeah, I left one overnight in the fridge, and it was nice and cold when I came upstairs. I mean, I've been playing on the Xbox for a bit, but it just goes to show how humid. Thing is, as well, it's not actually the temperature. People seem to think that 26 is hot. The Gran Canaria, when I went to the Gran Canaria, that was way hotter than the UK is now, which is kind of funny when people go about heat wave and start shitting themselves. It's not the heat. It's a bit of a joke because it was in the 30s when I went to the Gran Canaria. Over here it was 20. I mean, probably got to 30 as well. Oh no, was it 29? Okay, let's say 30 roughly here on the odd day. But bearing in mind, it wasn't the actual. It wasn't actually the temperature that was getting everyone. It was the humidity. Because in the Gran Canaria, it's like. So I'm just putting some of my bracelets back on. I've been sweating so badly today. It's like I had to take off most of my bling. But it's actually the humidity that's causing the issue, not the temperature, if that makes sense. I know it sounds weird. Because, like I said, you go somewhere like the Gran Canaria, it's like 30 degrees, but you don't feel it because there's no humidity. So you can happily sit out. You could sit outside in the sun, no problem. Over here, we're like dying. It's because of the humidity. So yeah. Oh no, one of my bracelets are broke. Ooh, that sucks major league balls. So yeah, it's the humidity. Yeah. I forgot where I was going to go with that, but never mind.
Some of the scariest paranormal evidence is often caught on camera by accident. This is what a woman named Kat claims happened to her. She and her daughter were relaxing at home one evening when they suddenly saw a rat run past. They chased the rat into the laundry room, but they were too afraid to catch it. Kat's daughter started recording as the two of them laughingly failed to capture the rat. It should have been an innocent video to share with friends, but without knowing it, they were about to catch something much scarier than a rat on camera.
I'm gonna I had it. I'm waiting for it to come out. There's this huge freaking rat in our living room. In our laundry room right now. Oh my god. Oh wait, okay, wait, let me try to open the door. Hold on. Oh my god, it's right there in the basket. Oh my god. Mom, you gotta get it. Mom, I'm gonna try. Put it. Sorry. Get the me, Mom.
As Kat's daughter points the camera into the laundry room, something that looks disturbingly like the head of a person can be seen briefly peeking out at them. Neither Kat or her daughter appeared to notice anything other than the rat in the laundry room. It wasn't until watching the footage back later that they saw the shape of a person's head. Kat tried to dismiss it as a trick of the light, but her daughter began to believe that she may have caught a ghost on camera that day. However, nothing else happened for several days afterwards, until one day, Kat's son was playing with a remote control car, camera inside it. No one could have expected what the camera would end up recording.
And he is playing with his camera, which is in this toy car. And this is where his room is, and this is a toy he used to capture the ghost.
Sorry, the actual glue I use is quite tough. It's sorry, I've got to strap my bracelet ring. It's E600. It's what I've been using to make him a ceremonial mallet wooden meal. I think does like you can stick anything onto anything else, like glass onto wood, etc. You know, you can mix the thing up, and it's and whilst it's setting, you can adjust it. So if you go, oh shit, so every time I try to stick something straight and it went wonky, you could still adjust it even when it's setting. It takes 20 hours to set properly, like strong cement, like so it gives you time to prep around with it. So yeah, I need to leave that there for. So it's going quite strong, but you have to leave it there. Yeah, fucking hell. Do you know what? Just got my pocket broke. Yes. Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. I think I just want to check something because I think I've seen this on another channel. This whole video, I think Casper Site might have reacted to this. I'll be back in a second. Sorry about this. As you know, I don't know until I react to the videos, but that video I can't really react to it because it was a video that Casper Site watched. So I watched him react to it, so I know what's going to happen. So I do apologise. So. If you haven't seen it, you can always go onto his Mind Junkie and check it out. So this one is 8 scary ghost videos that are truly unexplained. So let's continue. Okay, it's not bad, but like I said, I don't know until I reacted to it. But I saw that and went, hang on, because the dog flapped and all that. I was like, yeah, that looks a bit too familiar. There's no point in me reacting to something that I've seen. So,
haunted by a ghost. Cameron, one of the employees, says he and his co-workers noticed some strange activity several months back. According to him, objects in the restaurant often move around all on their own, and some employees have even claimed to see mysterious faces watching them from the shadows. One day, Cameron is...
Trust me, it happens, you know, because you don't know. Because when you're a fan of other people's channels and you watch their channel, bearing in mind, unlike what I do, or they may mention it, but the problem is there's loads of videos with the title 8 scary videos blah blah blah, so it's hard to pinpoint each one, because I noticed even on the same channel as, like, say, Mind Junkie or oh god, what's the other one, say Slapped Ham, every so 8 or 9 months they probably have a video of the same bloody title. That's why sometimes when you see a video, oh, I want to see the original bit, it's hard to pinpoint. But the one I had to skip on, it's not that old compared to this. You'll find it easily soon.
Monitoring the restaurant CCTV when he sees something happen through the camera in the empty storeroom. Freaked out, he calls his co-workers over to take a look. This is what the CCTV camera captured.
I was doing the till this morning. Look at that.
Oh, what?
Right there. No, wait. It gets better. It gets better. That's not it. It gets better. Look up here.
What is that?
Right there. Yeah.
What?
Yep. Remember the bar this morning, Susie?
Yes.
I showed you that demon rabbit from hell? No, wait. Look. Is that a face right there, guys?
Some pesky ghost is messing up our stockroom. The bastard.
Oh my god, yeah. It does, wherever that line is, it does look like a face, don't it?
With black beady bastard eyes. Yeah. Black. Ooh.
I've got old Dorset again.
No, look. Oh my god, just moved.
It literally.
Oh.
Get your eyes on it. See?
Oh, I don't know if you. Oh no, probably can't see the chicken. Or
See? I told you.
Dude, that's scary. It's literally gone.
I think it's pretty cool, actually.
that might be a reflection of a face.
The door swings open, and then a bottle of oil mysteriously falls from a shelf, as if someone or something we can't see pushed it. But that's not even the creepiest thing that happened. Shortly after this, what looks like a face can be seen in the reflection of the fridge door.
Incidentally, for those of you who haven't heard of Casper's site, go over to his. Just type in Casper's site. He does reactions. He does UFO stuff. He's I still believe in UFOs and stuff. Don't get me wrong. But the point he is at in his journey, he's at the mold, what I call the molder stage of my life, where it's like I didn't know much was going on, and you know what I mean. But yeah, so he's been looking at all the stuff coming out about UFOs. So go check his channel out.
It even seems to
He's such a good guy as well, and laughs as well.
move to look at the camera before it vanishes. And this isn't the only scary footage the restaurant CCTV caught on camera. A few months before, the CCTV was recording in the kitchen. It was almost closing time when suddenly this happened. The CCTV camera captures the moment something seems to touch the employee's shoulder.
And both of his arms are accounted for. It's not like he's like weird jointed and I suppose you could do that, couldn't you? Oh no, but his arms are right pointing down. But yeah, imagine that. He's like that and hand goes, ooh. Well, for those who've seen it on my channel, it's I've taken like a wooden mallet. It's basically like a, because I'm working on a book, and it's got Norse mythology in it and rituals for modern day heathenry and stuff like that and things like that. But yeah, I've added the two crows to represent Hugh and Moon, both looking in different directions. I had to put them in the centerpiece because obviously at the side they wouldn't have stayed put. Plus they might get knocked off. But yeah, that's what I use that glue for. But I'm gonna decorate it a bit more. And then, oh shit, hang on. Yeah, I might have to buy one of those burning pens, to be fair. Because even though I've got permanent, I use a craft pen, but it looks like it's bled into the wood, which is a shame. But yeah, and then I'm gonna what you call it? What do you call it? Beeswax it. Because originally for what I was doing, I was using this small metal. It's actually quite a good copy of the MCU one. It's like a small meat hammer size. That's how big it is. But yeah, but I thought, I can't use that in rituals. People won't look at you seriously and stuff. So I thought I'll make my own. God, it's probably having fans. It blows shit in your mouth. That's what she said.
He startles and hurries to leave the kitchen. According to him, he'd been
That's going to look good when I finish.
feeling an unexplainable sense of dread ever since he started his shift, and became convinced that it was because a ghost had been following him around. These two instances of strange activity being caught on CCTV left the staff at the restaurant with little doubt that they were being haunted. And if that wasn't enough to convince them, one employee recorded something else that would leave them all spooked.
Well, yeah, the reason why I don't get too much into that about why I'm making that stuff, because I don't want people to steal the idea, because otherwise that would ruin the units. And the name of it, although the name of it, you will be able to find it on my channel if you know where to look. It's on one of my songs.
It was late at night, and the employee was the last person left in the kitchen after a busy shift. All of a sudden, he saw something out of the corner of his eye and pulled out his phone to record.
Sorry to sidetrack on something random, but for those of you who've been subscribed and watched my videos, you'll know about it. And obviously, I like to share my passions and stuff with. And you've seen from my Norse videos, I'm into that sort of stuff. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose at something bothering me, isn't. Oh, hello.
Who is that?
Is there somebody there? I've got. Oh, look at. Oh, I see you, you bastard. I've got the feeling somebody's watching him.
At first, the employee is focused on the reflection in the fridge. He seems to think he can see something reflected.
That's what I was thinking about the face before. It's like, is that a face that's coming through the fridge, or is it reflecting an image that's on the other side of the room, if that makes sense?
There, but most viewers think it's just a simple case of pareidolia. However, it's what happened next that really scared him. A locker door above him suddenly flies open. It was mere inches away from his head. Fortunately, the employee was okay, but the experience left him terrified. Although, it seems like what the employee saw in the reflection of the fridge door was pareidolia. Many viewers have suggested that he could have seen something just before he started recording, and that whatever it was wanted to lure him over. Creepy.
Yeah, it could be pareidolia, but that still doesn't explain. I mean, it was so much of a coincidence that you see pareidolia in the door, and then the thing swings open. She never really left.
Abandoned and empty houses are often considered hotspots for paranormal activity. Craig, a man from the USA, has been renovating his wife's grandmother's old house for a few months, and during that time, he's experienced some inexplicable events. Craig explains that his wife's grandmother passed away decades ago, and they have recently started renovating her old house, hoping to one day turn it into a rental property. However, one day, when Craig is about to leave after working in the house, he spots something creepy and starts recording. Something that looks unsettlingly like fingers can be seen pulling down the blinds to look through the window. Craig even thinks he sees a face staring.
There's a bit of face there, isn't there? Because that's what I thought before you mentioned it. And it's like an undead. Oh god! I've got bullfrog. You might be able to see it. I've got like bullfrog skin. It's like the stage beyond chicken, where it's like literal bumps are in your skin. But yeah, it's like undead colour, isn't it?
At him, creeped out, he rushes back inside, but there's no one there. However, when he looks at the window, he sees a set of fingerprints in the dust on the inside of the blinds. Craig shows his wife the clip, who begins to speculate that the old house could be haunted, perhaps by the ghost of her grandmother. A few days later, Craig and his wife buy their daughter a toy camera for her birthday. Little did they know, she would end up catching something mysterious on it. The little girl's camera captures what appears to be the face of an elderly woman. Craig.
Oh, look at that. I mean, is she wearing glasses or something? Or there, that's causing distortion? If not, love, you need some oil of you lay on that skin. I mean, look at that. It's like... I'm hearing strange noises now.
Doesn't recognise the face, so he asks his daughter who's in the photo, but the girl is very young and just doesn't understand. So Craig shows the photo to his wife. She immediately turns white and hurries to find an old photo album. She flips it open and shows Craig something he'll never forget: a picture of her grandmother taken in the early 90s.
1, oh my god. 2, sorry to insult your grandma. Didn't mean to. It's just that photo wasn't very flattering. But I mean, look at that, man. I mean, seriously, come on. I mean, it's like little girl accidentally captured on the camera. I mean, they could have put it on the camera. It could be all one big hoax. I'm not saying it's not doable in terms of faking this stuff. But if it ain't fake, I mean, look at that, man. Not only that, what's she got in her shoulder? It looks like some creepy hands touching her shoulder.
She looks exactly the same as the woman in the toy camera photo, but she passed away decades ago, making it impossible for Craig's daughter to have taken a photo of her. And that's not all that happened. The next day, Craig is working on renovations in the old house.
And to be fair as well, the photo does look different. Okay, you could store it on it. I know.
And a security camera captures this.
Oh god, here we go.
Hey, Missy? Miss? Oh, that's fucking weird.
Oh god. If if whatever it is oh, I got chicken on that on there. If whatever it is making that noise, that ain't grandma. Oh, that's horrible. It could be. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I'm getting chicken skin going up my thighs, on the outside, on the opposite side of my legs. Oh, I just had a pleasant thought. It's like, what was this entity? Stop it. Is visiting the little girl disguised as the grandma. Oh, leave the kids alone, you bastard.
A sudden thumping sound puts Craig on edge. At first, he thinks maybe his wife had come into the house without him realising. He calls out to her, but there's no response. No one else is in the house, but that's not the scariest thing. As Craig turns to leave, an unsettling growling noise can be heard.
Either that, or grandma has got severe flatulence.
Some viewers tried to explain it away as just a regular noise that you might hear in an empty house, or perhaps even a car sound from outside. But others are convinced there's something very ominous about it. So, is...
Not being funny, but on a quiet night, I mean, it's not so busy now, which is weird. It's quite fresh, because we used to... Yeah, it's quite odd, actually. I've never really... The more I think about it, it's odd, but I won't waste time on that. It's just the the busyness of traffic lately compared to what it used to be. But anyway, cut long story short, sometimes it gets so quiet at night is you can hear vehicles go past a house. And in my lifetime, I've never heard a vehicle sound like a monster growling or farting very loudly. Pardon me.
Is the old house haunted? If it is it by the ghost of the grandmother who passed away several years ago? Or has something much more frightening moved in? Drop a comment and let me know.
It's not grandma if it's making that noise. Nothing should have made those prints. Yeah, don't you agree there? Why would grandma make a noise like that? Yeah.
One homeowner from Smithville, USA, reports hearing strange noises at night. He thought there might be an animal coming onto his property, but whenever he tried to investigate, he could never find anything out of the ordinary. Curious, he installed security cameras outside his home, but he never could have guessed what they ended up capturing late one night. A set of footprints can be seen in the snow. The homeowner guesses that they might belong to a small animal, like a rabbit or a fox, but it's not those footprints that freak him out. It's the ones that appear as the camera records. One by one, a trail of large prints show up in the snow, as if someone or something just walked past, but nothing is caught on camera.
Oh, that reminds me of I think it was, I may be wrong on this, so don't hold me to it. I know it was in the UK, put it that way. And the story that it was called was The Devil in the Snow. It might have been Dartmoor or Devon, around that area. But they reckon there's no animals around. I can't remember the full story, but anyway, basically there was no animals around, but they had these hoof prints, like, you know, devils, and they thought it was the devil's footprints, so hence why it's called Devil's Snow. But that reminds me of that story. It's like, very strange. Yes.
Whatever made those prints was completely invisible. The homeowner speculates that the prints were made by some kind of cryptid, maybe even Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. Others think
what, stealth capabilities like a predator?
That since whatever made the prints was not caught on camera, it could have been a ghost. But what do you think? Let me know.
Well, the footprints are interesting because rather than being spaced out like that, it's like a single dot going dut, 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 which is odd in itself.
Shadow by the school.
Speaking of paranormal activity caught on security cameras, a clip shared to Facebook by Dennis Colosito has been going viral lately. The CCTV camera was placed on the side of a building next to a school located in Tolosa, a town in the Philippines. It was the middle of the night, and the school had long since shut its doors and locked its gates. There shouldn't be anybody around, but the CCTV camera recorded this.
It's Peter Pan.
First time ni mo nakakitan ka kay ba?
Ikaw, dili. Sige na ha.
Ikaduha ini.
Asa yung first name mo?
High school lang.
Atong sa... Sige, wala.
Online.
I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. Hey, it's my old catchphrase I haven't used in a while. Because I used to... if I was to get merch, I might do like a cartoon of me going like that. But I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't on there. Because I keep saying that to the point now where that's become sort of like... That will probably become a sort of catchphrase. But the thing is... That couldn't that just be a trespasser, or... You know what I mean? Like someone trespassing on the thing, kid pissing about, being there when they shouldn't be. You know, just saying. Who can say?
A shadow was caught by the security camera. It seemed to run back and forth before vanishing into the night. What's even stranger is that after the shadow disappears from view, the lights in the school's window start to turn on and off. Dennis, the man who uploaded the clip, has no explanation for what the CCTV camera captured that night. Part of him hopes that it was just a simple case of some local kids messing around, but the other part of him can't help feeling that the shadow was paranormal. He's heard stories of a small boy who tried.
But it's got like a... Oh, sorry, I'll rewind it because he's about to say something about it. But it looks like something's flapping behind, so it's either like a long coat or something. I mean...
That night, part of him hopes that it was just a simple case of some local kids messing around, but the other part of him can't help feeling that the shadow was paranormal. He's heard stories of a small boy who tragically passed away in the school, and Dennis wonders if this shadow was that boy's ghost. And if that wasn't creepy enough, this next clip features more evidence of ghosts haunting schools.
Oh, come on then. Something opened the door.
One afternoon, Sam and a group of seniors were practicing for their upcoming graduation ceremony in the school auditorium. The CCTV camera inside the auditorium recorded everything and captured something on camera that left both the staff and students genuinely freaked out.
Okay, we don't want any broken ankles tonight before graduation. So then we're going to talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side before other stuff starts. That's odd. Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Big?
During the principal's speech, one of the auditorium doors suddenly swings open. The principal notices it, but brushes it off as the wind blowing through the building from an open door on the other side of the auditorium. He even jokes that the door might have been opened by a ghost, but then continues with the rehearsal as another teacher hurries to shut the doors. But then something happens that makes everyone present in the auditorium convinced that something paranormal is taking place.
Programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements, how you guys have really taken leadership. Everybody to give us their science.
One of those were like
we must have an open door somewhere else in the building, blowing that open. Anyway, so let's get started just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson, we'll do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors, thing, come over.
It's funny that it's weird because in a lot of I mean it's quite fair because I don't know if we have this sort of stuff. I don't know what we do these days in school because it's like proms. They have proms now in the UK, which is an American thing because we never had it when I was a kid, which is a shame. Although I wouldn't have anyone to go with. But it's weird because a lot of films they make out that it's spontaneous, but isn't it kind of like a spoiler if you're rehearsing it because you already know you got your diploma, if that makes sense? I mean, you probably would have known you passed anyway because your exams and shit. I know, but you know what I mean.
Then no, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson comes over. Great. We've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And
ooh.
The door swings open
It clearly isn't the wind, Gary.
I know his name is not Gary, but I mean.
once again. However, with all the other doors in the auditorium closed, there doesn't seem to be any explanation for it. But that's not the creepiest thing. Not long after the doors swung open, a student's cap suddenly flies off his head. It looks as if a gust of wind pulled it off, but strangely, none of the other students' caps fly off, and no one's hair or clothing can be seen moving as you would expect if there was wind blowing through the auditorium. Creeped out, the principal quickly wraps up the rehearsal and the students are sent home. But the question still remains, what exactly caused this mysterious activity? Was it a ghost, as Sam and her fellow students believe? Or could there be another explanation? Let me know down below.
The dog would stop staring.
A young woman named Naya believes she caught a ghost on camera. Naya explains that she recorded the footage while she was staying at her grandmother's house back in 2014. She kept the footage to herself for years, not daring to share it. However, she recently decided to upload it to social media, hoping to finally get some answers. Naya explains that she was lying in bed with her grandmother's dog, which kept looking up at the ceiling. Naya couldn't understand what the dog was looking at. The only thing that was up there was the ceiling fan and a couple of fly trap ribbons hanging down from it. However, when she looked up, she noticed the trap ribbons were moving. Naya started recording to prove that she wasn't just seeing things, and then this happened.
I'm going to say it, I'm sorry, but I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't, but a dog will, or a cat will stare at something flapping about randomly, so I'm just thinking, is it wind or draft? I know it doesn't suddenly move, but then suddenly you could have a gust of wind or whatever, you know what I mean, that would make it move. I don't know, just saying. So I'm just moving my stuff. Oh, fuck me. Moving my stuff so I need to use a laptop now to transfer some photos. Oh.
Not long after the dog leaves the room, Naya's bed starts shaking. She and her cousin quickly jump up, thinking that there is an earthquake. Nothing else in the room is moving. It's only the bed that she and her cousin had just been sitting on. Horrified, the two of them ran to ask their grandmother if she had felt the shaking, but she had no idea what they were talking about. This left Naya and her cousin with an unsettling question. If it wasn't an earthquake, what exactly caused the shaking? Naya now thinks that the dog left the room because she sensed that something was wrong, and that she hadn't been staring at the fly trap, but at whatever had been moving it. Spooky.
Spooky.
A young man named Nick caught something disturbing on camera while at his grandma's house. Sometimes, when his parents go out for the night or work late, Nick has to step up to look after his grandmother, who is suffering from dementia. Her illness often causes her to act confused, like she doesn't know where she is or what she's doing. Usually, Nick just needs to comfort his grandma, and she snaps out of her confusion. But one night, he sees her standing motionless in the kitchen, fixated on something that apparently only she can see. He asks her what she's doing, but she acts like she can't see or hear him. Not knowing what else to do, Nick starts recording a video so he can show his parents what happened. And that's when things take a spooky turn.
No, don't slide away down there. Sorry. Just realised I need my mouse, and it's behind here. Also, I was going to say, that reminds you of that one. Do you remember that? For those who watched the channel, do you remember that one we watched where it was I think it might have been a carer. They were staying over, and the woman apparently is bedridden and apparently can't get out of bed, but she's like just managed to get out of bed, which is like, what the fuck? How is she doing that? And she's standing staring at him in the dark. That was weird as fuck, man. That was. But this is just weird. It reminds you of that. Oh, dog don't like either. What the fuck is that?
You're freaking me out.
The dog and the nan's freaking out. Dude, there's a black thing on the floor flapping about. I'll be like, sorry, Grandma. But I'll be like running in there, fucking Superman punch. You know what I mean? Gaffer tape her up or whatever. Fucking, run down. Just wake some priest up. Oh, fuck it. Just perform my own exorcism on it. If I make a mistake, then fine. If not, I've saved the house from a grandma who's been demonically possessed. I'm just joking. I wouldn't Superman punch an old lady. But you know what I mean? It's like, this film's like, if she turned around, her eyes were like all black and that, then yeah. Or, I mean, they're illegal in this country, but, if I was in America, I'd have like the John Constantine crucifix and knuckle dusters. Hadouken! Is that one of those robots that cleans the floor? The thing is, the nan hasn't responded to his voice going, "You're freaking me out," and she's not reacting to the dog. Also, paranormal, if that finger wasn't moving, I wouldn't know what to say. But paranormal things aside, if it was just her stood there, it could be that she's, bless her, going. You know what I mean? If it makes sense. She could have Alzheimer's or whatever, which is a terrible thing to have. And because I mean, old people do weird stuff, or sometimes they end up in places they don't know how they got. You know what I mean?
What is it?
He's sliding towards him.
Nick's grandmother can be seen standing in the kitchen, staring off at something off camera. Suddenly, Nick's dog starts growling as if it senses something is wrong. At first, Nick thinks the dog is growling at the Roomba, but then something can be heard crashing to the floor, and the video cuts off abruptly. Off camera, Nick discovered that one of the porcelain angel figurines his grandma used to collect had fallen off the top of the fridge. And what was so creepy about this was that the figurine had been placed quite far back, nowhere near the edge. So how did it end up falling? Some viewers suggested that Nick's grandmother is experiencing something called sundowning, which describes heightened confusion dementia patients experience at night time. However, that doesn't explain why the angel figurine suddenly crashed to the floor. A few nights later, Nick is back at his grandma's house when something even more terrifying happens.
Oh god, here we go. She comes out screaming like mama. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Oh, it is one of those robot things. I would get rid of that, mate. That looks like it's been possessed by some evil. I would sledgehammer that. I'd bush. You can always buy a new one, mate. It's actually following him. That's freaky.
Yo.
I mean, it all could be hoaxed and pranked or whatever. Someone could be controlling a computer. If I don't know how they work, but you know what I mean. But man, oh, imagine if this is real, or imagine if he turns around his grandma's there, like, oh my God. You need to get that, get rid of that, cleanse the house, cleanse grandma. Also take her to the doctors just to be sure, make sure she's okay medically speaking. But mate, just get it sorted. Fucking hell, man. I mean, oh.
That's cool.
I know that's creepy, but never mind that. I'd have all lights on. That's what I don't get with people in their haunted places and shit. All the lights would be on. I'd be going to that kitchen, turn the light on. I don't care if that thing's following me at full speed. I'd be like, airing on. You name it. You know what I mean? Oh God.
Jesus.
Yep,
Nick
get rid of
thinks
it.
he sees his grandmother standing in the kitchen again, so he quickly starts recording, but instead captures the Roomba moving around. As he records, the Roomba moves slowly towards him, falling off the steps and even moving backwards. Nick starts to feel as if it's chasing him and tries to get away, then the Roomba suddenly flips over. Anyone who owns one of these robot vacuums knows how impossible it would be for them to act this way. They usually follow a set path around a house and even have built-in sensors to stop them from falling off edges. Now, it's possible that this Roomba was malfunctioning.
But also, I mean, but imagine it flips there at the end. That's the difference. But what I'm trying to think there is, can you remote control them?
But that doesn't explain how it flipped over. As many viewers have commented, Roombas are heavy, so it would take a lot of force for something to flip one over. This has led some to speculate that the Roomba is being controlled by something, perhaps a poltergeist or a trickster. That would also explain how the figurine fell to the floor and why Nick's dog was growling.
Well, the grandma. Do you don't get follow up on that strange behaviour? Oh, what waits in the cabin? Oh, here we go. Evil Dead stuff. Come on. This is good.
A YouTube channel called...
Apart from the mishap, because like I said, I've always seen that other video, but hey. It looks like it wasn't such a bad thing after all. Is that still recording? Because it'd be a bummer if it ain't. Yep, it's still recording. But it turned out to be a good thing after all, because this is really good, isn't it?
Caught on tape, started uploading disturbing videos
It's really freaky.
back in 2011. The man behind the channel lives in a rural part of southwest Washington state and claims to have repeatedly encountered a strange entity in and around his property. In the clip you're about to see, he and a friend are walking home late at night when they suddenly hear mysterious noises coming from an old cabin nearby. It's the middle of the night, and the old cabin was abandoned many years ago. Curious, they decide to take a look inside. Neither of them could have expected what was lurking in the darkness of the abandoned cabin. Shoot that. Pushing open the
It's either Gollum or some naked weird dude.
door, the two friends are confronted by what appears to be a pale figure. It is crouching on all fours and suddenly runs towards them while letting out a shrill scream. The two friends immediately turn and run as quickly as they can. They manage to get to safety, and when they look back, whatever they encountered in the abandoned cabin is nowhere to be seen. The next morning, the man uploaded it to his channel, Caught on Tape, where he had been documenting all of the strange occurrences in and around his home for the last several years. He believes this creepy figure was a rake, and viewers can't help but feel that he might be right. A rake is a humanoid creature that is reportedly seen in abandoned buildings and remote forested locations. Rakes are known for moving around on all fours and behaving in an unsettlingly animalistic way. But do you agree that this is a rake? Or could there be another explanation for this disturbing footage? If rakes, poltergeists and possessed Roombas weren't scary enough for you, check out the videos on your screen now.
Well then, that was Mind Junkie. That was good, wasn't it? Yes, sorry about the mishap about abandoning the other one, but like I said, I've seen them, so it'd be pointless me reacting to them. But yes, they were good though, so it was a good mistake in a way. But yes, very freaky. Let me know which ones you thought were freaky, and which one's the scariest in the comments below. Let me know what you'd think, what you would do if my nan's no longer living, but let me know what you would do if if your nan's still alive and well. What you do if she did some weird stuff like that and weird things happen in the house and stuff. Anyway, but as always, thank you for taking the time to watch them with me and watch you ramble stuff and stuff like that. Much appreciated. And also thank you for all your support. That's appreciated as well. Also, if you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe, because one, it doesn't cost you a thing. Two, there's so much crap I've seen on YouTube. I'm not saying I'm crap, but there's so much random crap that I can't believe I have way more subscribers in the millions. It's stupid. It's like, why? And it's not necessarily because people watch it because they just click subscribe, but a lot of them are pointless. So why not do it? Why not support channels that are trying to produce content for people? You know what I mean? But the main and most important point is it would be also great to have you with us. So until next time, take care and be well.